very end of rifle season. We're in a redneck, as you can see. We got a couple of those months scattered among the farm. Sitting back in an area tonight where just really looking for an opportunity to see one of the bucks that we haven't hunted all year long. For 10 days now, 11 days of hunting season, we've kind of left this section of the farm alone, and it's a nice cornfield. But what I want to show you tonight is one of the systems that we're coming up with. It's really set up and manufactured, and we've designed it to fit in blinds like a redneck or a permanent stand. It's set up with this bracket that it can be going on a shelf, or it can actually go this way in the windowsill if we unlock it, flip it to the other side. But today, of course, because of the stand that we're in, we're going to use it inside of the redneck. What I find has worked best is that you just take it, give yourself some space underneath. We've created a really wide platform here. So that means that when I push it up against the end of the platform, I'm able to get all that surface area is in contact. Tighten down the bottom. And most of us who do camera work know what this is. This is just a monopod. It's set up on a quick disconnect. So if I were to have a problem and I wanted to get to another location in the blind, all I have to do is open that up, drop it out, and I'm on my way. So I can take this monopod with me. I can leave this bracket right in the blind if I want to. But in this case, I'm going to leave it, and I take this one with me. This is my only one, actually. This is my main prototype that I'm using. It's actually the first production piece. We're going to have pieces up for sale. My understanding is sometime this week. You guys are going to see this in the market. So then, like anything else, you extend the leg. This is our monopod that we sell. So that's why one of the reasons guys ask us, why'd you go with such a heavy monopod? Well, one of the reasons why we went with a heavy monopod is we had this whole system in design. So we were already working on this whole thing in our production, and to really support what we're doing, we call it the pillar. And you can see now that once you get to this spot, we're doing pretty well. Most of you guys recognize this from the Rex arm and some of the other adapters. So here's just your arm adapter. I don't put it on because of the way I like to carry it, and I switch it, but usually you can just leave that right on your monopod depending on what you're doing. Today I'm running the Rex. You can run the Rex, and I also have out here tonight, I actually have the slider that I'll be running out a different window. This is one of the prototypes, or early ones, but I'm using it for a different reason tonight. Drop my arm on, look what I get. Look at my stability. It's in here. I'm going to be out this window later on tonight. Lord willing, there's going to be a buck. He's going to walk out on the other side of this field. I got all this range of motion. Otherwise, what I do normally when I'm hunting by myself, and tonight I'm videotaping for Brad, is that I'll just let it sit back in this position and use it, because I'm going to be able to cover that area. Keeps me far enough into the blind, but if I have a problem, I want to get around the corner. There I am on videotaping. Got the camera in here. Tighten her down. And throw my mic on. Plugged in. Turn my power on. Hey guys, I'm recording. Yeah, you kind of like that, don't you? Here I go. And look at the benefit. Now, look how firm that is. I mean, as much strength as I'm getting out of everything else that I have in my camera arm systems, now I'm actually using the strength of the shelf, but I'm actually supporting it with the pillar itself. And then I'm able to bracket everything in, tighten it down right, and I'm on my way. And I'm off. And now all that's left, put it out of the way. You know, normally, most of you guys, if you film ever in a box blind, what's the biggest headache? You got to run a big tripod. The deer gets up too close to your blind, especially when you're using archery or if you're using a crossbow or something like that, and all of a sudden you can't get close enough, or you can't get that last angle over here. Well, all of a sudden, I'm over, I'm out, and depending on what your system you have and what arm you have, you can reach all the way out. I actually have a friend that ran this the other day. They ran it with a full camera arm system because of where they were hunting. They wanted to get out 2 different sizes of their box blinds, and it worked really well for them. So that's kind of the system that we have coming out. It's supposed to be by the end of this week, so hopefully you guys will see this and it'll be out there and available for you. And then I got a hunt coming up in Texas. I can't wait because we've been hauling big old monopods everywhere, and that's been an absolute frustration. So we're looking forward to that chance. So let's shoot some deer.